So I decided I'm gonna come up with a challenge for myself. For the past week, I've been waking up late. Been waking up at 9. I'm trying to get up for 7 in the morning and just have a really productive morning because I want to spend the first 2 hours at least doing some sort of a workout. So my first hour is gonna be cardio, probably just hitting the bike, and then the second hour will just be me doing the weights, an hour or 45 minutes, I don't know. You start the morning off with some wet water. Wet water. Okay. Challenge failed. It's almost 8 o'clock. It's like 7:45. I'm still gonna go for this run though. So it's beautiful outside though. It's nice and sunny. Last night before I slept, I found some old footage of some old boxing footage. It just let me know that even in less than ideal times, I was out of shape at that time. Sometimes you just have to get started, regardless of the situation. You know, people sometimes wonder how you're gonna accomplish something if you're not ready. Sometimes it's the journey that gets you ready for what you're going to accomplish. So don't be afraid to start. Okay, so it's time to start this run. I'm gonna run the Nike app. Did it. Whew. That was good. But now I'm gonna enjoy this coffee and have my breakfast, and then we're gonna head to the basement. We're gonna do about an hour of cardio on the bicycle. Yeah, that 1 kilometer is just a warm up. Then we're gonna hit the weights. Let's go. It's so nice outside. I'm actually just gonna go over to the basketball court. It's 11 a.m. Probably just play ball for an hour and then come back home and then have lunch. But yeah, I'm just gonna get some practice in. It's what I like to see, an empty court. I forget that schools are still running, so the court usually is empty around this time, but I like it because I get to take advantage of it, just practice without really getting in anyone's way. The league was postponed for a bit, so that gave me time to work on building up my strength so that I don't get injured again the way that I did. But now we're out here, and I'm gonna get these shots in. Shooting free throws is probably one of my most favorite things to do. It's relaxing to me. It calms my mind and it helps me focus on the moment. It just helps me focus on making the shot. Not necessarily the form. I just focus on letting it flow. And I try to hit at least 100 before I leave the park. I honestly believe that free throws help shot timing. I think it helps you with your release, and I think it helps you with your consistency because it works on that muscle memory. And I also believe that shooting free throws, you can do more of these than jump shots. And in doing so, I think you can get more reps in doing free throws than you can jump shots. I'm not saying that it's impossible, it's just that it takes less energy and your form doesn't really suffer because you're not really getting tired. So I think you could shoot like 1,000 of these a day if you wanted to. Here I'm only doing 100, and I just try to keep it as consistent as possible. And I did find that this helps me with my consistency. So for you guys out there that want to work on your shot, I honestly believe free throws can help. It's made me feel a lot more confident when I'm on the court because I know I put the reps in. Definitely have a lot more work to do, but for now, this is honestly one of the best drills for me. It's easy on the back, it's easy on the knees. You know, I'm not at full strength yet. I don't feel like I'm there yet, but I'm working on it. I'm working on the athleticism, and I believe that if I continue to do these things consistently, I'll eventually get to where I want to go. So before I left the court, I decided I was going to test my vertical. All I've been doing for the past couple weeks is strength training. So I wanted to see kind of where my baseline was at before I started a jump program, before I started a vertical program. I do plan on purchasing a vertical program in the next couple weeks, but I just have to see how I'm feeling. And I think I'm getting closer. Once I get there, I'm really hopeful to get an extra couple of inches. It's looking good. It's looking good. And here's a comparison from November 3rd to October 19th. The difference, I can really see a difference. This was me at the peak of the jump, the highest of the jump. And I can clearly see that I'm much higher. I don't know about the angles, but I also did feel like I was jumping higher today. And that's good news. That's good news. It lets me know that I got more in the tank. Lets you know that you can still work on your vertical at 30 and get to your peak. And I believe within the next year, I'll be able to dunk a ball. I'm hoping. Injuries aside, I'm hoping I can get there. Mush it up in there until it gets brown. Yeah, I know. The calories on the rice, man, 1,000 calories. That's why Asians got the belly, man. That's why we got the belly. I love eating rice. I can't cut rice out of my diet. I just gotta work around it. But that kind of lets me know how I was able to gain so much weight, because I would eat so much rice, like a ridiculous amount of rice. I could eat a whole plate. Like, rice is no problem for me. Like, I could eat a whole thing of fried rice, no problem. I'd probably eat like 3,000 calories of rice. I'm not even kidding. It is insane. Today, definitely an eventful day. I've been putting off making videos for a while. Wanted to get away from it. I felt like there was just too much expectation for me to perform a certain way, and I expected so much out of myself that I wouldn't even start, that I would overthink things. You know, I didn't have this lens, I didn't have this piece of camera gear, so I can't do this thing right now. And I decided to just take it back to the basics and tell a story. And right now I'm shooting it on my phone and kind of just get over trying to make everything so cinematic. I think I'll eventually get back to that, but right now I think this is more of just an exercise of just creating something, putting something out there, and not caring what people have to say, not caring if people are looking at me recording myself in public. It's an exercise to express yourself more without really caring about what people are going to say about it. I do hope to make more videos, and right now I'm making these videos for me so that I can potentially watch these in a couple months or years from now and kind of see where I was at. But at the same time, hopefully, if anyone stumbles on this video, maybe it inspires you to just do things for the sake of doing them. Just do things because you feel like it. You don't really need an explanation or a reason to do things. I think sometimes you just gotta do what's in your heart. And hopefully I can inspire somebody, anyone. And I'm hoping I can inspire myself to do a lot better than I'm doing now. And I think eventually I'm going to, I think eventually I'll get there. And I think it's only a matter of time. But anyway, I'm gonna call it a night. Pikachu? Anyone over there? Spider-Man? Oh yeah, look at him posing.